Alright guys, I'm getting ready to start the next guitar project. And if you're not familiar with the Fender Lead series, this is a Lead 2. There's like 2 single coil pickups. And the original ones came out in '79, I believe it was, and ran to about '82, '83. It's about 3 or 4 year span they made these. Then in 2020 it was released that they was coming out with the Player series of it. And I bought a black one. Still have it and play it all the time. It's a really good guitar. And I've got a good buy on this body on eBay. And the only thing it's got is the strap buttons and the ferrules already installed. This is the, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a transparent red. This is alder body. It's got a couple light scratches here. Couldn't locate an actual Lead 2 neck, but I got a real good buy on this neck from Howl Guitars, I believe it is. And you couldn't ask for a better finish on this. It's got Strat headstock, or very close shape to it, and it's flame maple, as you can see. Really pretty neck. I thought the collar just went with it good for some reason. I will have to sand the heel just a little bit to get it to fit. Most of this is going to be done off camera. This is just kind of a project and what I'm doing kind of video. And I did want to make a note that you have to get a pick guard for the Player series, because the ones for the original ones are shaped just a little bit different. I ordered one by mistake and decided to keep it. This just in case I ever work on an older one or want to build one from scratch, and I can just use that. But this pick guard comes up more right here. If you use the original pick guard from the '80s model, you'll be able to see some of these screw holes. So this is one for the original series. I'll try to get it on here. There's 2 differences. It's just shaped oddly weirdly different, I should say. You could almost make it work, but you can see how this pick guard's smaller. The original one's a little bit smaller. I don't know why they did this for. You think they just made it the same like they did the Strat pick guards and Tele pick guard, but for some reason they wanted this different. And also the other difference, the neck pickup is in the same spot, but the bridge pickup is forward just a little bit, about 1/8 of an inch. Not enough to really affect anything, and I'm sure this would probably, the pickups would probably fit in this. You notice this one's also just solid black, and the one I decided to buy for the Player series was black, white, black. So that's the only difference. I had noticed on the black one I bought that I measured the pickups, because it just looked like this one was in just a little bit more, and sure enough it was. And it actually does affect the sound a little bit, because the bridge pickup is more sensitive to the location than the neck pickup is, and it really thickened it up a little bit and gave it a little bit more of the telly snap to it, I thought. But I've never seen anybody else mention that or comment about that, about being one of the differences on these, so it's probably not that big of a deal at all. Switches. I found these on Amazon, made by this brand, and they're the bigger that should fit these holes better. You can buy actual replacement for Lead 2 guitars on eBay, but they cost a lot more, and I thought I'd try these as an option just to see how it does. So I'm going to do probably 90% of this off camera, just kind of hit and miss on any problems I find. First problem, this was the bridge that I originally bought for it, and the mounting holes line up perfect, but the string through holes are offset. I'd have to re-drill this and elongate the holes, and don't really want to do it. That's a Wilkinson bridge. This is an actual Fender bridge I have from another guitar. The holes aren't lining up exact. It's off just the tiniest bit, and I don't think it's really going to matter. I think the screws will go in just fine, but this one shaped just a little bit different on this, and I would have had to either grind this down or clearance the pick guard, so this is the better option. So let me do a few things off camera. I just kind of want to hit and miss. I also want to talk briefly about the pickups I'm using. Something I've never used, because I've always been a die-hard single coil traditional pickup fan. But I've seen a video of JBE pickups, Danny Gatton. Never heard of this guy before, and I watched some of his videos, And he had pickups that look similar to this, made by JBE, which are probably way better quality than these cheap Musiclily pickups. I'm hoping to get the same kind of vibe, and these are low output. But he had them in a Telecaster, and they sounded absolutely amazing. And obviously they'd be hum free since they're humbuckers, but they have a sound that's in between a single coil and humbucker. So hopefully this will give me just a different sound. I couldn't see making this guitar identical to an actual E2 when I already have one. I just didn't see the point of having a duplicate guitar and just making something different. And hey, the worst case scenario, if I don't like these, I'll take it apart and put another set of pickups on it. So I bought this neck. This amazing neck, really good quality. I've bought necks from this place before that were unfinished. This is the only one I've ever bought from them that's finished. And it was advertised as having rough fret ends, which I only feel it like down here just a little bit. So I just have to file the edge of it. But the frets had a rough feeling to it. I just marked them with a marker. I'm going to do a real quick fret level on it. I'm not going to show none of it on camera. This will just true up the frets and eliminate any buzzing and everything. Do a fret level and crown on it. Go from there. I have to see if I got a block that matches the radius of this. I think it's 9.5. If not, I'll just use a flat file on it. Done that before and get good results. So the frets came in really good, really quick too. These are like Abalone markers on here. Black dots on the side. So I used a flat file. It's a new file. You just go over it like this all the way and just keep inching your way over. Make sure you do it even. Do it until all your marker prints are off. Just keep going over. Don't go over the same spot trying to get the mark off. And I like to use this little stone just to kind of do the same thing with, but it's finer. Just kind of trues it up a little bit more and gets any like rough spots that the file might have left. Use a very fine file that you can get too. And I have this little thing to crown the file, to crown the frets. It's got this little, like a belt sander kind of set up on it. You can do it, release the tension and just move it a little bit to get to a new spot. And these are to protect the frets from marks, and this is for the higher frets up here. Then I use this again on the frets and use a 4/0 steel wool on here, being careful not to get it onto the fingerboard. That'll true it up. All it does is polish the frets. If you ever get a cheaper guitar, that when you bend the strings, you feel like the string is grinding on the fret, and you can take your fingernail, it just feels really rough. Most of the time that's all you need to do, just to polish them up. I also filed the edge of the frets too. I didn't really think it needed it, and I think it's good to go. It probably didn't need a full fret job because it seemed like it was almost already done, so there shouldn't be no buzzing or nothing major. One fret was low up here, 1 or 2 frets, but I don't think that's really going to affect anything. I'm never really up here anyway. I don't know what those do. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good neck. So let me go ahead and get it mounted, make sure everything's going to be lined up, and go from there. So the only thing I don't like about this neck, which is true to vintage, and the original lead 2s are like this, you don't have the truss rod adjustment up here. It's down here. It's a 4mm Allen wrench, so you can't really get to it to adjust it while it's on there. So you have to loosen the neck and adjust it. It's kind of a trial and error thing, so I'm starting out with it with just a very slight back bow in it. That way the string tension will hopefully straighten it up. If not, we'll have to just adjust it and mess with it. That's the only bad thing about this. I like it that it's true to vintage spec, but sometimes that's a problem. Alright, so I got the tuners on. Kind of zipped a few things on here. With the F plate, ferrules are already installed. All the wiring's done. Just got to put the strings on it and the string trees and get some decals for it at some point. Then it'll be done. Alright, so I just did the final step. Just It's got the decal put on. It is custom made from a seller on eBay. And usually on a Strat or something, it would say original contour body. I put non-original design. As you can see, these are water slides. If you get the light just right, you can actually see the decal. But most of the time, you're not going to notice that. This is done just the way the original Fender guitars were, and they still use it today, as far as I know. I want to give a shout out to the seller on eBay, Guitar Decadence. Comes with detailed instructions on how to do it. I highly recommend it. I just ordered one. They sent me 4 of them, which was really good because I completely tore the first one when I put it on. So that was really nice of them to do that. Extra ones of them. So now let's get it set up for a sound sample. I'm very happy with the way this turned out. These pickups are amazing. The string action just a little bit high at the nut, but it's perfectly playable. At 1046 round wound Fender original 150s or 250s. I can't remember what these were now. Very well happy with this. This has definitely become one of my main guitars. Just turned out perfect. Love this neck on this thing. I'll put my little serial number thing on the back there. But turned out perfect. Really like it. And it's a medium weight, not heavy, not lightweight or nothing. Just there's nothing I don't like about it. So this is, like I said, a water slide, so I gotta let it sit for about 2 hours for it to fully dry. But you could probably still move it right now. Which is really the only thing I like about water slides, is you can work it anywhere you need it once it's on there. They don't set up immediately like a decal. But I like the way the decals look because you don't see the clear part there. But sorry, now you can clear coat over these, but there is a note saying that certain finishes may damage it, so you gotta pay attention and be careful of that. So, alright, on to the sound sample. Alright guys, so I'm going to try to do a real quick demo of this guitar. This is the Lead 2 Partscaster. Really like these pickups. I was kind of skeptical of it because I'm used to, single coil pickups, and these actually sound very close to single coil pickups, just a little bit more punch and no hum. And not microphonic, they're no more microphonic than a normal pickup. This guitar plays amazing. I really like it. Alright, so we're going to start on the neck pickup and go through it. And I'm going to do an intro to one of the songs I wrote. I did it on another video too. Got a good smooth mellow sound, a little bit warmer and punchier than a regular Strat pickup. Middle position, both pickups in phase. This is the phase switch down here. Good punchy middle sound, kind of like a Telecaster, which is a little bit more powerful. Now the bridge pickup still has that single coil sound, but it sounds more like a Telecaster / P90, somewhere in that range. Back to the middle position, put the pickups out of phase. Not that good of a sound, but another advantage with these mini humbuckers, being humbuckers, every single sound you get out of this guitar is hum canceling. found the use for that sound. It's not as quacky as a Strat 2 and 4 position. Just never really found a use for it. I always like just the regular middle position. Bridge pickup's still twangy like a telly, but you lose that Strat mid cut, mid scoop. I really like it. It's a great guitar to be used for recording too, where it's all noise canceling, so you don't have to worry about a single coil hum anywhere. Any hum you hear is coming from the reverb channel on that amp. And I've noticed that changing the height of these pickups changes the volume more than the tone, unlike most single coil pickups like Strat pickups. So that's really nice, because both these pickups are the same output. They're both the same pickup. They're just in the same spot. But I wouldn't want that bridge pickup any hotter. To me, it's the perfect match. Both of them being the same, just that height. But really like it, guys. Video's getting longer than I thought it'd be. I'm just going to say one other thing. A lot of times people ask me, like, what would you change about it if you had it to do over again? There's only one thing I would have changed. I probably would have put better quality tuners on it. Like, these aren't bad, but they're cheaper tuners, but they seem to hold tune good. They just don't feel quite as smooth, but I can deal with it. And the only other thing I might have changed, I might have bought the more expensive replacement switches for the Lead 2. These work just fine, don't make no noise, but they're just not made quite as good as the replacements I bought before for another Lead 2. If you wanted to go more the modern vibe, like the new ones they're making, you could have put the block saddles on it. They've been a nice little touch, but I like the bent steel saddles. Really wanted to put a telly style bridge on it. Didn't want to drill it to put the saddles, so just went with that. So overall, really great guitar. Perfect weight. The neck is amazing. I don't know what it is about this neck. It's a real thin C-shaped neck. I think it's 9.5 radius. It's perfect. I wouldn't want another neck on this. It's just the neck fits the guitar just yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Y'all got any suggestions for a guitar to build like this, or modify a Strat or something? Got an idea, let me know, and maybe we can make it happen. So thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later.